Hello and welcome to a Game Pit podcast pit stop for Liberatores, designed by Jan Jageroff and published by Moa Ideas Game Design. In Liberatores, 3 to 6 players are going to spend 45 minutes vying for power in Rome in the last days of Julius Caesar. Beginning of the game, each player is going to be secretly assigned a role. There will either be an agent who's a loyal servant of Caesar, one of the team of Republicans who are looking to restore the Senate to power, or a competitor who will be hoping for a Senate victory and then a grab for power into the power vacuum left behind by the death of Caesar. On each player's turn, they can interact with the lineup of 3 citizens, which is always available to you. The first action you can take is to hire a citizen and bring them into your personal household. They have a higher cost, in this case 4, and they will give you some sort of a power, in this case score 1 personal point. The other type of citizen you can hire also has a power, but that can only be triggered when you endorse a citizen to Caesar. Now, when you have no money at all, or when you choose to, the right-handmost citizen can be endorsed to Caesar. It's the only action that costs no money. It will come up here, and the influence marker will move towards Caesar according to the influence on that citizen. If the influence marker ever reaches 15, that's an instant victory for Caesar. The same is not true the other way around. When you endorse a citizen, your power at least will give you 7 money and 1 point, and you may trigger other powers which are triggered by that endorsement. The third way you can interact with any citizen is to pay their bribery cost and put them into play over for the Liberatores, and that similarly will swing the balance of power back towards the Republicans and away from Caesar. Now, when you hire any citizen, you may put them in play not just for yourself but for other players around the table, and there are citizens with pink boxes, which means they have negative effects. You might want to play them someone you think is on the other side. Another way of having that sort of interaction with the players around the board is, for example, with the recruiter or your permanent wife power. You can put servants into play, and there's 2 types of servants. The courier, who forces you at the end of the game to give points to your side. Now, that's not a problem if you're the agent, but it's a bit of a problem with the Republican and a big problem if you're the competitor. Whereas the informer, if you play it and that player turns out to be the agent, they will have to give 2 points from the supply to the Liberatore side at the end of the game once everyone is unveiled. And these servants add a large part of social deduction to the game. The size of the citizen deck is dependent upon player count, but the last card is always the day of action card. That will trigger 3 powerful citizens coming into the lineup of now 6 cards, which are Brutus, Cassius and Mark Antony. Once all 6 citizens have been interacted with, we will then unveil our secret roles. If the influence in Rome is at 0 or anywhere towards Caesar, that is an instant victory for the agent. If, however, the influence is on the Liberatore side, we will see the personal points values of the players remaining. If any of the Republicans have got the highest personal influence, then the Senate has been restored. If the competitor has managed to get the most personal influence, they will replace Caesar as tyrant and they will take over Rome. This has been a Game Pit podcast pit stop for Liberatores. For more videos like this, please follow the Game Pit channel on YouTube. For more in-depth coverage of gaming, please head to the Game Pit podcast. Thank you.